Hi all of you, a very good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel Tech in Maths. My name is कुमार दास। इस वीडियो में ओलंपियाड क्लास 10th क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को कवर करने जा रहा हूँ. सो इन द फर्स्ट पार्ट वी विल स्टार्ट विद द बेसिक कंसेप्ट्स, राइट. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. सो हियर द क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन के कंसेप्ट को पहले समझते हैं. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन दैट इज़ स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म की बात करूँ मैं, सो दैट इज क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन इन स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म क्या होता है, ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी इक्वल टू ज़ीरो, राइट, इक्वल टू ज़ीरो. हियर द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर जो है वो ज़ीरो के इक्वल नहीं होगा, राइट. सो कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर क्या है यहाँ पे, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर जो है, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर दैट इज़ व्हाट, ए. एंड कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स क्या है, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स जो है दैट इज़ बी, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स दैट इज़ b. and constant term is c. Okay, so since this is a quadratic equation, so it has two roots, right, two roots, x की दो वैल्यू होगी, right. सो यहाँ पे लेट द रूट्स भी अल्फ़ा एंड बीटा. तो नेचर ऑफ द रूट्स जो है, नेचर ऑफ रूट्स वो डिपेंड किस पे करेगा, नेचर ऑफ रूट्स depends on the value of d, the value of d. And what is d? Basically d is discriminant, d is your discriminant. The formula of discriminant is b square minus 4ac. The formula of discriminant is d equal to b square minus 4ac. So there are three cases basically. The case first is here, if d की value, if d is greater than 0, so positive, then roots are real and distinct, or you can say unequal. And in that case, say the roots be alpha and beta, so we can find the roots alpha as minus b plus root d divided by 2a, and beta is minus b minus root d divided by 2a. So we can find the alpha and beta, the two roots of the equation. And the second case, if d is equal to 0, right, then roots are in this case roots are real and equal. So in this case alpha equal to beta, and to find this alpha and beta the formula is minus b by 2a. And the third case is if d is less than 0, then roots are not real, or you can say not real, or you can say imaginary. Roots are imaginary or complex roots here. So based on these concepts we will, okay, one more things are there that will be help you to solve the question. Sum of the roots, the formula is basically alpha plus beta, you can say, and this is what, minus b by a. B is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x square. And product of the roots is alpha into beta, and that is c by a. C is your constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. Also one more thing is that we can find a quadratic equation when we know the roots of this equation. Quadratic equation you can also write in this form: x square sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal to 0. Or if you can also write this way: x square alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0, right. So we'll use these concepts to solve the questions based on this. Okay, so let us start. Here the first question, simple question is this is the simple one. The roots of this equation a not equal to real and unequal if b square minus 4ac. The b square minus 4ac is your discriminant, right? This is your discriminant, right, D, and this will be real and unequal. So the roots of this equation are real and unequal when D is greater than 0. So the correct option is option B. Now let us continue with the next question. The next question is here, question number 2. If 2 is the root of this equation and equation this equation has equal roots, then q की वैल्यू हमें पूछा गया है इसमें फाइंड करने को. So since equation जो given है, given equation is x square plus bx plus 12 equal to 0. 2 is a root, x equal to 2 is a root of this equation. Say the equation root of equation first. So the value of x equal to 2 will satisfy this equation. So I will write here the 2 square plus b into 2 plus 12 equal to 0. Okay, fine. Now we can find the value of b here. 4 plus 2b plus 12 equal to 0. So you can see here the 2b plus 16 equal to 0. So we get b equal to 2b equal to minus 16, and therefore b is minus 8. Now putting this value b in this equation, because and second equation we have here, second equation is x square plus bx plus q equal to 0, right? So if we put the value of b, that is 8 minus 8, so this becomes x square minus 8x plus q equal to 0. What basically asked about this equation, it is asked about this equation has equal roots, it is asked about this equation as equal roots. Okay, so for equal roots, what we will do here is we will just apply the condition. Since equation we have here x square minus 8x, right, plus q. Okay, if you see the equation, x square minus 8x plus q equal to 0. So for equal roots, what condition basically we will apply here for equal roots? 1 minute. For equal roots basically, okay, so for equal roots we will apply here for equal roots d equal to 0. So d, that is b square minus 4, as we know, is equal to 0. b is minus 8, that is coefficient of x, whole square, minus 4, a is 1 and c is q equal to 0. So 64 equal to 4q. So we can find the q here, 64 by 4. So you can cancel this out here, 16, right? So this is 16, q is value of q is 16. So the correct option is option C, right? Okay, let us continue with the next question. So next question we have the question number 3 here, and this question is, if one root of this equation is 1, say let the alpha is 1, okay, alpha is 1, the one root, then the other root, let the other root be beta, other root be beta. So we know that sum of roots equal to what? Minus b by a, that is coefficient of x minus coefficient of x, that is b times c minus a, divided by coefficient of what is this? Coefficient of x square, right? So that is a times b minus c. Sum of roots basically alpha plus beta is minus b times c minus a divided by a times b minus c. What is alpha here? What is alpha here? Alpha is 1, right? Alpha is 1. So beta would be what? Minus b times c minus a divided by a times b minus c minus 1. Okay, so putting the value of alpha here 1, so alpha will transpose to the right, so it will be minus 1. So from here what do we get? We get beta, the other root we are asked to find. So this is what? Minus b times c minus a minus b times c minus a divided by a times b minus c, a times b minus c, minus 1, right? So take the LCM. So also multiply this BC plus AB minus AB plus AC divided by A times B minus C. So here AB get cancelled. We can take A common from here. So when we take A common, so this is C minus B divided by A times, we take C common here, right? We take C common from here. So this is A minus B, right? A minus B from here, A and minus B divided by A times B minus C. If you see the option, so C times A minus B, C times A minus B by A times B minus C, A times B minus C. So the correct option is option D. Option D is the correct option. Okay, let us continue with the next question. So the question number 4 here is, if the root of the equation, if the root of this equation are equal, okay fine, then which relation is the correct relation? Okay, so here roots are equal. Roots are equal. So roots are equal, we know that discriminant D is equal to 0. So that is basically B square minus 4AC. So I write here in capital B square minus 4AC equal to 0. So B is the coefficient of x, that is B minus C the whole square, and minus 4 times A, that is coefficient of x square, that is A minus B, and C is the constant term which is C minus A equal to 0. Now just simplify this. So expanding this, a B minus C whole square. So this is B square plus C square minus 2BC. Also multiply this. So 4 times AC minus A square minus BC plus AB equal to 0. So just open the bracket here. So B square plus C square minus 2BC minus 4AC minus into minus plus 4A square plus 4BC minus 4AB equal to 0. So what do we get here? We get here the 4A square. So I write here the 4A square plus B square plus B square plus C square. What are the remaining parts here? So we get here minus 4AB minus 4AB, and this is plus 4BC, right? Plus 4BC minus 4AC minus 4AB. Okay, so this is what. So here 4BC minus 2BC, that is what? 2BC. So I can write here the 2BC plus 2BC, okay, 2BC, and minus 4AB and minus 4CA equal to 0. Now what I can write this is, these two terms are negative and A is common in this two. So I can write this as minus 2A the whole square plus B square plus C square plus C square. I write this as 2BC. For this minus 4AB, I write 2 into minus 2A into B, and plus 2C into minus 2A equal to 0. So we get of identity here, that is minus 2A plus B plus C the whole square, right? From here what do we get? Minus 2A plus B plus C equal to 0. So we get here the B plus C equal to 2A. So if you see the option, so the correct option is here the B plus C equal to 2A. B plus C equal to 2A. So the correct option is option number B. B is the correct option. Okay, now continue with the next, the fifth one in this part. The fifth question is here, one of the two students while solving a quadratic equation in X copied the constant term incorrectly. Okay, constant term incorrectly and got the roots. So wrong, the roots they got. One student got the roots as 3 and 2. 3 and 2. So the equation is, the quadratic equation is, we can simply write here the x square minus sum of roots. So sum of roots is 3 and plus 2 into x, and plus product of roots, so 3 into 2 equal to 0. So the equation is what here, x square minus 5x plus x equal to 0. So this is the equation that one student solved by taking the incorrectly constant term, while the other copied the constant term and coefficient of x square correctly. So coefficient of x square is, that is say, standard form. If we compare this coefficient of x square, that is a basically, okay, is what, coefficient of x square and constant term. So coefficient of x square 1 and constant term say c is minus 6. So if we compare the two results, then we get the correct quadratic equation. So the correct quadratic equation becomes what here, the coefficient of x square also here 1 minus 5x, right, but the constant term, the one student took the incorrect, that is plus 6, but the other took the correct, that is minus 6. Okay, so here minus 6 equal to 0. So the correct QA quadratic equation x square minus 5x minus 6. So we need to solve this equation to find the correct roots. X square minus 5x plus 6 equal to minus 6 equal to 0. So to solve this equation, we can use the factorization method. So I write here minus 6 plus x minus 6 equal to 0. So factor would be x minus 6, x plus 1 equal to 0. So we get the roots as 6 and minus 1. So if you see the option 6 and minus 1, so the correct option is option D. Hope you will be clear with this solution. I will come with the other parts of this quadratic equation. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing my channel. Bye bye. Take care.